おはようございます。こんにちは。こんばんは。おやすみなさい。KCS チャンネル、みんふーです。どうも。タングルタワー実況プレイ続きからやっていきたいと思います。前回ですね、ここの庭のところから入ってって、研究室と、あとなんか謎の部屋みたいなとこ見つけました。一応ポインター教授が使ってるんじゃないかと。黄金の虫の研究ですね。で、下に行くと、レミントン伯爵、フローラのお父さんにあたる人物の、絵に、もうそれは狂気っぽい、なんかくさびみたいな槍みたいな刺さってて、一体誰がみたいなね。ポインター教授めちゃくちゃ怪しくなっちゃったけど、実際やったかどうかまた話別なんで。で、結局そこで見つけた地図で、昔のそのタングルタワーが屋敷だった頃の地図を見たら、ここにですね、書斎あるんじゃねえかということで、繋がってるであろう大広間。こっちから行けんのかなわかんない。こっからなのかもしんないけど。ちょっと続きやっていきまーす。なんもないのね。ここ、水なんだよね、これ。
This must be it. This thing goes all the way up.
How are we supposed to get up there?
そうね。
Hang on. It's pitch black. But I think there's a switch.
Eh. これ調べりゃいいのかな。こっから行くんだ。
A ladder.
Wanna go up?
はい。隠し部屋。いやー、やばそう。なんかいろいろありますね。三つ足があるカニとか。ちょっといろいろ調べましょうか。
It's got a translucent exoskeleton. You can
Also, crabs normally have 2 claws, right? Not 3? Good. You sure we should be touching it?
Grimoire, don't you think it looks familiar?
びっくりした。はい。で
This crab really reminds
That little one.
Yeah, but I don't think that's I think I've seen it more recently.
はい。これだ。これね。オッケー。上開いてて、下閉じてる感じにしたらいいのかな。
It's got a translucent.
Also, crabs.
こうで、こうじゃないですか。
I guess
違うの
I think we need to
What do you
get.
mean?
We have all the information we need in our case file.
爪を開け閉め。一人じゃんけんもできます。この関節はびっくりしたもげたかと思った。
This crab
ちょっと待
really
ってな。
Yeah, but I think I've seen it more recently.
資料見ましょうね。右上、左上みたいなことでいいのかな。ここ曲がるね。右上。こここれどうすか
Perfect.
パーフェクト。わーボウガ
What's
ン
this?
Something somebody didn't want us to find.
クロスボウ。遠くからでも撃てますよと。森を撃つんですかね。
What is it?
だんだん事件に近づいてきてるな。じゃあ引き続き調べ
That's a
ま
bird
す。
skull. We're talking about a 15-foot bird here.
Well, how about we stop talking about it?
はい。
Some kind of fish.
We're talking
Well,
about
how about we stop talking about it?
those.
Some of them are
Dude,
disconcertingly
At
long.
least they're all empty.
You sure that's a good thing?
虫。
Centipede? Millipede? How many legs has it got?
Too many.
カゴ。
Those aren't bird cages.
Some of them are
At least they're all empty.
You sure
Sure.
that's a good thing? Who are all the people in this photo?
Not sure, but it looks like someone didn't like them very much. Their eyes have all been crossed out.
集合写真。頑丈な木製の写真立てに入った写真。数年前の写真らしく、埃をかぶっている。フレームの下にある真鍮のプレートにはこう書かれている。ミスティット屋敷の大使。写真には2人の女性と3人の男性が様々なスタイルの服装をして並んでいる。5人全員の目元が黒く塗りつぶされている。まあこれ、フィリックス感あるし、フィッツ感あるし、ホッピー感あるし、フィーフィー感あるし、誰？ヒー。
That photo is important. I'm sure of it.
はい。このクマちゃんは
You
どう
know, in any normal room, this thing would be my main concern. In here, though, it barely makes the top 3. It's a wooden pinboard, hung up on one of the chains.
Looks like there's a couple of things missing from it.
ピンボード。真ん中に大きな紙がピンで留められている。中心にかけて4本の線が引かれている。その下の小さな紙にはマントを着た人物のシルエットのような絵が描かれている。これちょっと探偵感ありますね。これさ、これよね、多分ね。抽象画じゃなくて、でもどうなんだろう。フレイヤが描いたのかさえも、なんか怪しくなってくるな、こうなると。まあまあまあ。
Nice rug.
Coffee table, half empty wine bottle, lamp left on. I'm gonna say someone's been using this room.
Someone complacent enough to leave their notebook lying around.
ノート。数ページ破られているノート。5人目の大使がようやく見つかった。楽観視していたわけではないが、やはりなんとなくがっかりした。他のメンバーと何ら変わりはないな。ミスティットの友人を音楽室に連れて行って実験してみた。うまくいった。むしろうまくいきすぎたか。研究室はもう一つの失望だった。あんなに苦労したのに水の泡だ。彼は想像以上に目先のことしか見ていない。下まで行ってみた。いい眺めだ。ほとんど片付けられてはいるが、必要なものは揃っている。彼女が入った形跡がある。用心深く何も動かしてはいないが、私は気づいている。火は熟した。大使か。なるほど。この彼女はフレイヤなんですかね。どうなんだろう。もっとなんか昔のこととかの可能性もありそうで、あんまりなんかこう、書いてあることそのまま
An
鵜
axe
呑み
and
に
some
でき
kind of
ない。
hunting rifle mounted.
Honestly, doesn't look like
I'm more worried about the third
the
one.
third one.
The one that isn't there.
ないね。
An axe.
ないこと
I'm
に
more
ついては
worried
言
about the
わ
one
ない
that
のね。
isn't there.
ここは
An incinerator built into the wall. It's still pretty hot.
Is there anything left inside?
It's mostly ashes. But yeah, there's something.
ミステリーにおいて焼却炉に何も捨てられてないことないからな。燃やされたもの、埃と灰が積もり山になっている。灰の中にいくつか黒いボタンがあった。赤い色の布の切れ端も残っている。羽混ざってますね、インクリップ。赤い服っていうと探偵怪しくなってくるんだけど、どうなんでしょう。私なんかワインとか置いてあるあたり大人よね、これね。やってるのね。もともとなんか屋敷の裏を知ってないとみたいな。
What would you
片方
call
は
it?
ポインターだったとして、
Secret death chamber.
もう一人いるのかいないか。
Dragon?
Snake?
Worm?
That's the one. Do those look like scratch marks to you? On the
Yeah. They're on the inside.
内側にある。めっちゃハテナ出てる。はい、書斎。
I don't get it. This room is in the original building plans for the mansion. But nowadays it's some big secret?
It's not a secret to everybody. At least one other person still knows about this room.
The way the notebook was left out on the table makes me think it's someone who has the room all to themselves.
Whoever it was, they left more than just the notebook. There's a whole design project on this pinboard. Feels like someone put quite a bit of effort into it.
It's a shame there are things missing from it. I'm betting it'd make more sense if we could see it all together.
That might not be impossible, you know.
ここはこれだと思うんだけどな。これなんだ。これ関係あんの？これ？やだー。でも言われてみれば確かに、カラーリングはもう探偵のそれだよな。
The painting from Freya's room and those sketches. Did Freya design Detective Hawkshaw's clothes? What kind of sense does that make?
I don't think that's why Freya made that painting, but it may have been why somebody took a photo of it to use as reference. And as for those sketches of Hawkshaw, I don't think Freya actually drew them.
確かに。
It was somebody else, someone with less of a talent for art.
Doesn't exactly narrow it down. Should we go ask Detective Hawkshaw about all this?
I'm not sure.
確信
I
す
still
ぎ
don't
ま
know what's
せ
really
ん。
going on.
殺されそう。
Another photograph.
Their faces are all crossed out with some kind of black ink.
That's weird.
Oh, you think so?
No, I mean, something I just realized. Sally, did we meet any of these people here at Tangle Tower?
Well, the woman on the left looks a little like Poppy, but her style is way different. And at first I thought the guy on the top right was Felix, but now that I look at it, I don't think it is him.
Was someone trying to hide it? From us?
I don't know, but it looks incomplete to me. I want to know what happened to the rest of it. Where are the other parts?
もう見つけているだろう。
We found them already.
多くない？これは、これだとして、1個はリールかな？これ？そうだよな。ネジついてるもんな。で、ここにリールか？
What do you make of it?
Not sure. Let's keep an open mind.
そうね。
You don't think the crossbow is the murder weapon?
Oh no, the crossbow is definitely the murder weapon. But that doesn't mean we've solved the mystery.
殺人事件。
Time to solve this.
はい。
All right, break out the notebook. Time to put it all together.
Let's start with this. It's an arrow for the crossbow, and it matches Freya's wound. It's the murder weapon. I'm sure of it.
Despite the fact it doesn't have any blood on it, and it wasn't found anywhere near the crime scene.
It was cleaned, then it was hidden. I don't think anybody expected us to get down to that room at the bottom of the lake.
そうね。
Okay, so Freya was shot by a crossbow. Where was it fired from?
上からだろ。前はこの本があるし、鍵は閉まってたし。
It was fired from above Freya.
Above, huh?
Yeah, our diagram doesn't show everything. Let's add in the rest of the crime scene.
The attic.
Perfect hiding place. We even found a part of the murder weapon up there.
そうね。
The reel was used to pull the arrow back up through the crack in the floorboards.
Explains why we never found a weapon at the crime scene, I guess.
The murderer must have dropped the reel in the attic. I'm guessing they were in a hurry to escape.
なるほどね。ドタバタして落としちゃったみたいなことだね。
Wait. The arrow was fired through the crack in the floorboards?
Yeah, it's directly above where Freya was found lying on her back.
Nope. Doesn't add up. It would have missed her if she was still standing up by the painting.
Ah, right.
Unless
これが濃厚だけど、
Freya was already lying on her back before the arrow was fired.
I think so too.
殺されてはないと思うんだよな。フローラもなんか気を失ってたし、同じような感じで気絶させられてたのかな。リラックスしていた。選びてー。
She'd fallen unconscious.
Something in the room caused Freya to fall unconscious.
絵の具の匂い、フローラ。なんかでっかい音鳴って気絶する？でも関わってんのこれぐらいしかない気がすんだけどな。フローラに気絶させられることもないだろう。蓄音機かな？
The gramophone.
Right.
But the gramophone by itself can't do that.
再生された音楽はただのピアノの曲で、毒ガスが出てたわ。なんか急だね。何かあったですかね。
There was something in the gramophone.
Mm-hmm. Something small.
はい。蓄音機の中。虫？バカでかい音出して気絶したみたいなこと？
Pointer's research says it can emit an incredibly loud hiss when it feels threatened. Poppy and Fitz both said they heard a loud noise around the time of the murder. Neither of them had any idea what it was.
This seems a little far-fetched. Is it really loud enough to knock someone out?
No, I don't think so, not by itself. But don't forget, it was being amplified by the shape of the gramophone. I don't think we're purely talking about volume either. It might just be a particular type of frequency.
This is getting kinda scientific. Since when do you know anything about the effects of weaponized audio frequency?
I don't, but I think someone else does. Do you remember that statue we found in the music room? The hornet's playing. It's a pretty similar shape to the one on the gramophone. That broken glass isn't there on accident. This is someone's science experiment.
Thinking about it, Pointer said he saw Flora was knocked out too. I guess they were both in range of the
わかったく
noise.
さい。
Although Pointer might have been lying.
Personally, I think he was telling the truth about that. It's pretty clear a powerful frequency did pass through Flora's tower. Caused quite a bit of damage too.
はい。強力な周波数の影響を受けたものは何か。割れてるから絵の具かな？
Those cracks didn't appear out of nowhere. Freya's paints, the pink cassette tape, and the gramophone itself. They all sustained similar damage
テー
while
プ
they
で
were
も良か
in
ったん
that
だな、多
room.
分。
That's some seriously powerful vibration. Enough to crack metal. Enough to knock someone out all the way across a room.
Yeah, that's the one thing I don't get. If the frequency was so powerful and had such a big range, how did the murderer pull it off? Wouldn't they have been in range too? Think about it. They can't have been much further away from the gramophone than Flora was.
犯人も気絶してたあるかもしれんけど、気絶してちゃダメだからやっぱ身を守ったんですかね。
They protected themselves.
How?
なんか音を、これかな？耳当てどこ行ったの
These are
説あ
some
ったもん
pretty
な。
heavy-duty earmuffs. I think they'd be enough to block out the sound.
Right. Let's go over everything from the start.
でもそうすると終わった後、
Freya is painting
庭園
Flora's
に行ってる
portrait.
な。
They're listening to music on the gramophone.
2. The murderer is hiding in the attic, wearing earmuffs.
3. The golden beetle starts to emit its hissing noise.
Hold on. How did it know?
The beetle?
Yeah, what triggered it at that particular moment? Pointer's research said it makes the noise when it feels threatened.
Not sure. Maybe something in the music?
Maybe.
4. Freya and Flora are both knocked unconscious by the vibrations. Freya lands on her back. She drops the brush and palette by her side.
5. The murderer fires the crossbow directly downwards.
6. The arrow is pulled back up on the reel.
7. The murderer leaves the attic, presumably.
8. The door is kicked down. Fitz and Poppy enter the room.
That's it.
まあ流れとしてはいいけ
There's
ど。
something bothering me.
What?
I just want to check something. Let's go back to the crime scene.
行くの？行きますか。さあ、戻ってきました。まあ、特に変わってる様子はなさそうだけど、ちょっと話聞きますか。あ、もう見た感じね。だから別に仰向けなのはそんなに問題じゃなかったんだな。別にどっち方向に倒れてようが、上から矢で刺したのは一緒だったんだな。これはもう見たやつですね。何をせえと。
Freya, did you leave us a clue?
これか？いや。おー、開いた。欠けてる手がかり。
So what's bothering you?
Something that's not here. The thing we didn't find. We know she was holding it during the painting.
Flora's ink dip feather?
It was here, in this room. Where'd it go?
他の場所で見つけた。
We found it somewhere else.
これな。黒いボタンと赤い色の布の切れ端。
We were a little too late to save it.
So it was stolen from the crime scene and ended up in the incinerator down in the study.
なんで持ってく必要あったのかな、そもそ
Someone
も。
wanted to destroy it, I guess.
But how? How was it stolen from up here in Flora's tower?
Presumably, Flora dropped it when she fell unconscious.
Yeah, and then what? The murderer couldn't have stolen it if they were up in the attic.
So the question is, how could they steal something from a room they weren't able to access? The final clue about the crime scene. Freya left it for us right here.
プレイヤーが残してくれたヒントで言ったら肖像画でいいんだよね。
It's in the unfinished painting. It's not quite a photo, but still,
そうね。
it's an image of the crime scene recorded just before the murder. If only she'd finished it, then I could be totally sure.
It's true she never finished it, but she did intend to finish it.
Meaning?
We know more about the painting than what Freya actually got down on the canvas.
プレイヤーはどのようにして絵の意図を伝えたんだろう。結局、フレイヤーの血が絵の具に入ってたことはもう問題じゃないんだよね、多分ね。絵の意図。
Freya prepared the
わあ
color she was going to need.
全然わかんないまま進んでしまった。窓辺にある、この部分。これが実は違うものだったりするのかな。こっちはもう書いてあんだもんな。やっぱここなんだよな。他に書いてないところでなんか言われてるとこないし。あれ、黄色使われてないな。
The yellow
わあ、よかった。
was going to be used to paint the sketch of something sitting in the window.
Something in the window. Oh.
これだろ
That's not it.
あ、違うのかよ。鳥って来たんだっけ？これ？この部分？来てたんだ、じゃあ、その鳥が。あ、びっくりした！確かに形で言えやそうだな。
There she is. Our little thief.
How long has it been there? Did it hear the whole conversation?
いや、いなかったじゃん。
She
びっ
did.
くりした怖っいや、ホラー系じゃん、マジで。そうか。鳥は屋上庭園までしか行ってないもんだと思ったけど。マジ声超びっくりした。お前よ。
Well, now, I think this has quite served its purpose, don't you?
誰？
Penny,
Ah.
why did you...
It's Penelope, if you don't mind. But before we begin, isn't there a certain formality demanding our attention?
いいの俺が選んで、それは。縛った方がいいけど。リール的なものとかでぐるぐるやったりとかできんの？いいっすか？
Lovely. Now, tell me, what was it that drove you this far? I'm ever so curious.
これかな？
I just need to know the truth.
Is that right? Interesting.
Why did you do it, Penny? What did Freya do to
ペネロピーだ
you?
ったんだ。
Absolutely nothing.
So, what? You just hated her indiscriminately?
Freya Fellow was an inspiration to us all. She was possessed of a great energy, the volition to create something from nothing, the willpower to walk beyond her boundaries. She was truly free.
まあエネルギッシュだった
Everything
よ
I
な。
couldn't be.
You know what? I just realized I actually have no idea who Penelope Pointer really is.
Weird, isn't it? Considering we've met her, what is it, 3 times now?
Exactly. How do we know this one isn't a disguise too?
You think you've already hollowed us out, don't you? Only a few short hours at Tangle Tower, and you feel like you've got everyone sussed. Unearthed every single one of our secrets. Nothing but bullet points for your notebook. Go on, indulge me. What does it say in your notes about Penelope Pointer?
なんすかそれは。でも別に自分で調べた感じ、こいつが殺してるとは思えなかったけどな。P の塔から追ってきて後から現れてるし、まあ謎めいてはいる。でまあ孤独でもある。孤独かな。
I suppose I can't argue with that, can
すげえ
I?
高鼻笑いされた
We
わ。
only know what you choose to tell us. So why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
You sure this is a Tangle Tower thing and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy. Not one.
So why stay?
まあそう
Why
だ
not just
な。
leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father, too. The other 2 Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that, I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do, at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got. Then, I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
書斎か。
The study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night, deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end. The paint would peel, wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside.
うわぁ。犯人って言っちゃっていいのかな？一応その探偵に化けてたペネロピーが出てきて、ちょっと種明かし編みたいな感じになってますが、キリがいいのでこの辺で終わりたいと思います。次回は話続きやっていきます。よろしければ高評価、チャンネル登録よろしくお願いいたします。それではまた次回の動画で。バイバーイ。